Well, hello, I'm Dr. Rhonda Hollins, and welcome to your Fast Start Guide. As you can see right there, it says runners to your mark, get set, let's go. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Number one, we're going to talk about getting started right, the importance of that. Set up for success. Number two, your assets. And finally, the community. And believe it or not, all of these things play a very key role in your first 30 days of getting started with us. And that's what's important. We want to make sure that, we call it Fast Start for a reason because it's a guide. If you've bought any electronical product before, you've got that big manual, if you will, but then generally there's something called the quick start guide that helps you to get moving. And that's exactly what we're going to do here in the next couple of minutes or so. So getting started right means this. Number one, registering your account. That's the first steps of what I call duplication. You want to make sure that you're registering with the name that is on your legal document, whether it's your driver's license or your passport. You'll need that information later on for KYC purposes, and you'll learn about that even then. But that's what's important. We don't want to have to engage support in trying to make corrections from the very beginning. Number two, start with the end in mind. What does that mean? Well, the first 30 days are important. This is some goal setting, and we'll talk a little bit about that too. What's your action plan? What does it look like? What brought you here? What excited you? That's what we want to make sure that we accomplish, okay? Systems duplicate, and that means leveraging the system, and we want to make sure that you do that. That's important. We leverage here in people and we leverage in money. So you want to understand that that's what you can do as well. And then set up for success. What are we talking about? Well, we're intentional. We're intentional about wanting you to succeed. And hopefully you want to succeed more than we do. Sometimes that's flipped. But it starts with number one, getting to know your line of sponsorship, the support that you will have, right, in that line. Setting your goals, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago. Goals are important. What do you intend to do here? What can we help you to do? And that comes by way of conversation and having maybe some three-way calls. And then being coachable and listening. Be willing to learn. That makes a big difference. We're in an environment today where technology is moving very quickly. The things that we are participating in here moves very quickly, and it's going to require you to take some very good notes. It's going to require you to document those things, especially passwords and different types of security pieces that you may use. Those things are important for you to be secure, but also in the event you need to pass that on to someone else, you need to make sure that that is accessible. So those are some things to consider in your setup for success. And then with regards to your assets, right? That's what we're trying to protect and grow and be in a different space than what we've been for decades. Number one, membership has its privileges. That $33, I tell you what, that activates a 30-day window or a clock, if you will, of you being able to do different things. And we want to make sure you can participate in that. Number one, or number two here, membership is important because it unlocks promotionals that you have. And as you can see there, you can buy 3 and get 1 free of our certificates. Now that's pretty cool. Everybody likes those type of specials, if you will. We will also show you how being a member that can help you to help other people. And then you can start earning, whether it's free certificates or maybe it's commission or both, right? That's what that means by having the privileges. And of course, the opportunity to stack as you share these assets. That's what's important. Everybody that joins any kind of a business wants to know what's in it for them. Well, we've got a lot right here that's in it for you, okay? But number one, I want you to remember this, the choice is yours. We're not financial advisors. We're not here trying to tell you what to do with your money. We're simply showing you what we do, what we have access to, and of course, you can do the same thing, but the choice is yours. Membership, we'll talk about that. When your sponsor brings you in, how to engage, how to get that started, our 9-level pay plan that's available to you through that membership. And of course, those certificates right there, it's all about what you would like to do and what you choose to do. These are the certificates, and they're so exciting to see, and they unlock a number of different opportunities within themselves. That very first one that's a Terra right there, it has a little fast start label in the upper right-hand corner, meaning that you have access to that in your first 30 days. That's a good place to start for many people. But of course, if you see something else on here, depending on your budget, you're welcome to partake in any of these, okay? That buy 3, get 1 free is within that window of time that you can take advantage of that as well, and many more promotions. So of course, assets, certificates, these are beautiful. Engage, get with your sponsor. If you have any questions, you can certainly view the details, and they really speak for themselves. All the details are within them, but we encourage you to read them. And then here we are at that community, right? Number one, community is important because this is where the connections come into play. We call them third-party validations. In other words, you connect them maybe with your sponsor, or someone that's very knowledgeable and can answer questions. That's where that comes into play. And your community might start out looking just like this. You're engaged with the sponsor that brought you in. They may have a team of people and have some team meetings. We have our Wealth Builders Worldwide team. And of course, we're connected with them on a daily basis. And then we have our GSP, our Gold Standard Partners global team, and they engage with us on a weekly basis. So you have an opportunity to connect. If you don't get the information, you only have yourself to point the finger to, because it is here and available to you. Our chairman of the board, this 2023 slogan says this: education and healthy lifestyle is important. It is very important. Number one, if you keep yourself healthy when you're building, and as you're building all of this wealth, you'll be able to utilize it in the ways that you want, right? We need also, as he says, to get out of our comfort zone. So that's the importance of community. You'll be able to look around and see other people just like you that are involved anywhere in the world. They all are looking for the same opportunities and want the same things. So you'll be able to see that in the community. And speaking of that, we have our Education and Information Center in Dubai, and that's a beautiful picture of what that office looks like. And there are more coming, right? America, Canada, Europe, Kazakhstan, Russia, and India, just getting started here. So when we say worldwide, GSB Gold Standard Group is every bit of that, and you are now a part of this community. And then that third piece is plugging into the system for duplication. You know, community, again, proves the system. You have tools that you can get on our website, business cards, landing pages on wealthbuildersworldwide.net. And you have Telegram groups that you can join that give you more information and updates on a daily basis of what we have in front of us. And that schedule looks like this. You'll find it on the Wealth Builders Worldwide webpage as well. All of our schedules of events or schedules during the week are posted here so that you can plug in wherever you can daily. All right, you see it. There's a Sunday night training. There's power calls and strategy sessions, which are our live presentations twice a day. We have Women in Crypto, specialty group there that's helping the women to engage, tools training, live events. And live events are happening very frequently here in the Wealth Builders Worldwide community. So you want to plug in, because if you can get there and you can connect with the leaders, I tell you what, your business will soar. So we want you to know that we're here to support you. In your first week, it's about getting your membership set up. You got that complete, okay? If that's what you choose to do, getting your certificates purchased and maybe loaded, and registering maybe 3 people, family members, maybe friends, close friends that see the same thing as you. Well, in the first week, that can happen. In your second week, what we're doing and setting you up, we want to put money in your pocket. So maybe you'll reach that rising block star because you've sponsored 3 people and you've got some sales volume under your belt. Maybe you'll hit that director. That's the first rank in our infinity rank. And that creates some money for you in what we call our MMA pool. That's our mid-month accelerator pool. The company wants to reward those people that are out there running in the first 2 weeks, and that could be you. Okay. Week 3, you might be pushing towards Blockstar and our Infinity Pool so that by the end of that week, okay, we'll say the 4th week, the day 30 is coming up, you'll be in a position to say, hey, I've succeeded and I've done it. I've made some money. I've set up and put my assets to work and I've proven the system. That's all we want for you. And that's how we get this done. So we're nearing the finish line, right? Number 1, you can check off and say, I've got it. I've got started right. I've got that done. Number 2, I've got my goals in plan in working for me. I've got that in play, set up for success. That means clarity on what's going on here. Your assets, we call that employed now, right? Because we put our money to work over here in the community. You're connected. If you've done all of those steps, you can celebrate and say, hey, I've done it. I've got it done. And I just want to say congratulations. And I want to say thank you. This has been your fast guide to getting started. And I tell you what, the only thing left to say is let's go. Thank you for your attention.
Let's go!
Let's go.